In 1975, a janitor named Ronald Reed retired. He never made more than minimum wage in his life. No degree, no inheritance, no lottery ticket. When he died, he left behind $8 million. Meanwhile, in that same year, a Harvard-educated stockbroker, earning $500,000 a year, filed for bankruptcy. Same country, same economy, same decade. One man with almost nothing became rich. One man with almost everything went broke. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why, and you'll know which one of these two men you're becoming right now, without even realizing it. We're taught that money is math. Earn more, save more, get rich. Simple, right? But Ronald Reed proves that's completely wrong. Because money isn't controlled by your income, it's controlled by your behavior. The janitor didn't have a high salary. He had one thing the stockbroker didn't: patience. He bought shares in solid companies in his 20s. And then he did the single hardest thing in all of finance: he did nothing. For 65 years. No panic selling. No chasing trends. No trying to look rich. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because the stockbroker didn't lose his fortune from bad luck. He lost it doing something almost everyone watching this video does every single day. He kept upgrading. A bigger house, a faster car, a better suit for every promotion. Every time his income rose, his spending rose faster. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's a trap disguised as success. The more you earn, the more you feel like you deserve to spend. So your finish line keeps moving. Imagine sprinting toward a line that runs away from you at the exact same speed. That's not a race you can win by running faster. But income and spending aren't even the real problem here. The real reason is something happening inside your brain, and psychologists have a name for it that will change how you see every purchase you make. We don't buy things because we need them. We buy because of emotion. Stress, boredom, loneliness, a bad day, a small celebration. A rough Monday becomes a shopping cart at 11 p.m. And for a few minutes, it feels incredible. Then, the feeling fades. Fast, this is the hedonic treadmill you adapt to whatever you buy, so it stops making you happy, and you need something bigger next time. The new phone becomes normal in a week. The dream car becomes just a car. Happiness disappears. The monthly payment does not. Now here's the part nobody tells you: there's actually one category of spending that breaks this cycle completely. Almost nobody uses it. And it's shockingly simple. Imagine spending money on something that doesn't fade, it grows. A skill that raises your income for the next 20 years. A book that changes one decision you make every single day. Money placed somewhere, it quietly multiplies while you sleep. This isn't consumption. This is investment. One takes money out of your future. The other sends money into it. Every single dollar you touch today is choosing one of those two directions. But here's the trap: even people who do invest still go broke. Because there's a second mistake even smarter than lifestyle inflation. And it's the one the stockbroker made. He looked wealthy. Tailored suits, country club, expensive dinners every Friday. But looking rich and being rich are almost opposites. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the investment account nobody's checking Instagram for. It's the emergency fund nobody claps for. It's the freedom to walk away from a job you hate silently, with no announcement. Debt is loud. It shows up in leased cars and new sneakers. Wealth is quiet. It shows up 30 years later, in a will nobody expected. So if real wealth is invisible, how does a janitor build $8 million without anyone noticing? The answer is almost boring, and that's exactly why it works. Wealth isn't built in one dramatic moment. No single genius trade. No overnight windfall. It's built through small, repeated decisions for years, quietly, in the background. Save a little. Invest consistently. Avoid debt. Wait, think of a seed. For a long stretch, nothing seems to happen at all. Then one day, It's a tree too large to ignore. Money compounds the exact same way, not through luck, through time. That's why the richest investors talk more about patience than intelligence. You don't need to predict the market. You need to survive long enough to let time do the work. So go back to those two men. One had almost nothing and became a millionaire. One had everything and lost it all. The difference was never their paycheck. It was one habit. Every time money touched their hands, one of them asked, "What can I buy right now?" And the other asked, "What does this buy me 20 years from now?" That single question is the whole difference between the janitor and the stockbroker. So next time you get paid, don't ask what you can buy. Ask what kind of life you're buying. Because real wealth was never about the number in your account. It's about the freedom to never have to think about money again. And that decision starts with your very next paycheck.